by like Tuesday.
Oh, so to note, folks, not this Sunday coming, but next Sunday, no Tales of Symphonia stream on Cadia's channel.
Yes, I had debated asking you to do it as the freebie tonight, but my brain just got squashed by my Lady HD meltdown. So when you asked me to do this, I was like, oh yes, I need something that is not as concentrated.
I just need to get back into the habit of actually sticking to my schedule, if I'm honest.
Yes, You've
been...
The heat's been fucking you over a lot recently, to be fair.
Yeah, but certainly last week, I booked myself 2 days off in, and I took 4.
You were editing a lot though, so it wasn't like you weren't being productive.
Oh, I know. And honestly, outside of showing you the ropes on the editing software tomorrow, it's gonna bug me that I can't edit tomorrow until you go home. Because
he's got the editing. He's got the editing bug. It fulfills the descriptions, the creativity descriptions. I know, because I get that editing bug really easily.
A little bit, but also more than that. I've been trying to stick to a regular YouTube upload schedule, and I sat today struggling because I'm looking and I'm outside of a couple of things, there's a Final Fantasy X episode you and I need to go back and clean up.
Yes.
My FF8, a lot of that got lost because I was off Twitch for a week, and I didn't realise that they'd all come up for being wiped. So I'm missing 5 Final Fantasy VIII streams.
That reminds me.
I'm somehow missing 2 Final Fantasy IXs, which is fine, because for anyone that doesn't know, that might be their first time watching any of our stuff. Cadia is not here for every stream, but the 2 of us do have an ongoing project where we're basically playing through the Final Fantasy games, at least most of them. There are a couple that Cadia wants to experience just on her own. Primarily 4 and 6.
Yeah.
But it means I don't mind the fact that I've lost my FF9 and 8 streams, because we'll get to them eventually. But I was sitting struggling, I've run out of full things to upload. And then I found another 4 Dead by Daylight streams to sort out and upload. So I want to get those done. But it's finding time between that, work. There is an ad going around at the moment. And it's annoying because I've noticed this on TikTok a lot. A lot of the ads pretend like they're real people until they show you the ad part. And one of them is a streamer, and someone pops into his chat pointing out that there is no such thing as someone that works full-time and is a professional streamer. Streaming is a hobby for the unemployed. And the entire point is that between streaming, farming it for clips, editing, any YouTube uploads, a full-time job, and the streaming itself, there are just not enough hours in the day.
There isn't, to be honest, because honestly, there's a reason why really big YouTubers and streamers, more YouTubers, but there's overlap obviously, have editing staff.
The problem is I enjoy it too much. I wouldn't want to. Even if I could afford it, and I can't, before anyone drops in the chat with the I do editing. I can't afford it. But even if I could, I don't think I'd want to farm it out. I enjoy doing it. Because you're right, certainly the shorts, I've put a couple of shorts up, which I'm happy with, but I know they're not that funny. But there have also been some absolute bangers that I've put out.
You know, the only... you continue on.
And as I do more and more of them, and I'm getting back into the swing of... Because I did a little bit of editing, a few years ago. I did some, work projects, and I learned a bunch, but skill atrophy. I haven't had to do it for at least 6 years.
I did think about that the other day, and how, what you know now, you would have been able to... put together something much better if you'd been
But
allowed to, because they were really boring.
but even then, like I've only been like editing videos, and putting them up on YouTube for about 3 weeks. I've only been doing shorts for about a fortnight. And it is night and day difference between the first few that I put up and, say, like, the one I put up today. Just in terms of actual, like, quality, effects, pacing, just the editing itself. It is just night and day. To the point where, I mean, one of a video I put up today, or yesterday, was not our last one, because I'm purposefully several episodes behind on Digimon. Yeah. So I think it's episode 5. You and I are on to like episode 7 or 8 now, by the way, like in real time. Yeah. But I uploaded today. I think it's either 4 or 5. It's the Factorial District. And back before I even thought about putting them up on YouTube and editing them, I'd taken a clip from that and like uploaded it to TikTok, and I was happy with it. And I'd done next to nothing to it. Now that episode is actually up, I'm going to remake that clip and actually, like, put fun stuff in it. And it's just that, like, this was only a fortnight ago. And yeah, I'm having a lot of fun editing. The problem is that I also have to create the content. But I know this is also another reason why a lot of YouTubers, even before they're like, don't get me wrong, I'm never going to be big. I'm never going to have a large following. I'm never going to have, I doubt I'm ever going to have money coming in from this, let alone the sort of money where I would even consider this. But I do know that whole time problem is why a lot of YouTubers and Twitch streamers go full-time as a risk. Like, it's not that, I'm actually earning enough from this that I can afford to go full-time. It's, okay, it's gotten to the point where if I want to do this, I have to give up my job so that I have the time to do all of these things that I want so that I can keep earning money. Like, there's it's like the, what do they call it? The science fiction term where we're gonna all become robots. It's not the anomaly.
Singularity?
Thank you. It's like you reach that streaming singularity where it's, okay, I've gotten as big as I can get now, whilst also having a full-time job. Mm-hmm. I do not envy the Twitch streamers that do not... I do not envy the Twitch streamers that got into this without a built-in audience. So, like, because you've got people like Amelie, honestly one of my favourite streamers. I love her stuff. We all hail the Queen of Scoff.
She's a big Meeble streamer as well.
She's a big everything streamer, but it helps as well that like some of our friends like Erica Limbeck are in the game and are willing and happy and able to drop in and play the game with her. But she had a built-in audience because she was already, a fairly big name because of her music and because she was doing voice acting. I'm not saying she doesn't work hard, by the way. It's why I opened with one of my favourite streamers. Because she works. Yeah, because she works very fucking hard. But she had that leg up. Whereas, say, a YouTube personality that I watch, a guy named Thew Adams, who started doing just like little 2-minute Transformers toys reviews. He was doing those for 15 years before he got big enough to the point where he could take, he said at the time he was taking a risk going full time with it and leaving his advertising job. Thankfully for him, he's really popular and like he's now happy, he's comfortable, he got married recently. Got his own. I think he got his own house. It might still be a rental. But that was the risk. Conversely, I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I'm fairly certain I've seen streamers where they've done that whole announcement of, I'm leaving my full-time job, and then it's been, I've had to go back to my full-time job.
Oh, can you vamp for a moment whilst I go?
What do you think I've been doing?
Can you vamp for a few moments?
Yeah, go. But I do not envy people that have to make that decision. Thankfully, / sadly, I'm going to mute Cadia because she has a tendency to put a headset down quite close to her microphone. So I'm going to mute her for all of you because otherwise I'm going to echo. There we go. Thankfully / sadly, I will never be in a position where I need to make that call. This is, for all intents and purposes, a hobby. It's a hobby I'm enjoying a lot, and I'm enjoying all the bits that go with it, like editing. I love learning new things. So relearning all my editing skills has been amazing. And I say skills in air quotes, by the way. They are rough and it is amateurish, but I don't care. I'm happy with them. And that's the important bit, for you to be happy with them. Same with anything you do, really. But this will always be, I finished work like 3 hours ago. Time to clock into my unpaid internship to the internet. Because essentially that's what this is. I'm an unpaid intern. So sad. I just don't know what to do. Except have a good time. And share some happy vibes. But yeah, so presently, I am working on, I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but I'm working on a bunch of little 15-second intros to the videos. When I uploaded, it started out as a joke. Actually, when I uploaded mine, Ez's, and one of our friends' Dead by Daylight streams to YouTube. Check my doobly-doo if you want to check them out, because a lot of them have dropped off now from Twitch. They are funny, the three of us. There's a lot of screaming, there's a lot of laughter, it's a lot of death. But when we start doing that, we had an ongoing joke. There is a person in one of our earliest streams, I think it's the third time that we decided to play the game for people, and we were queuing, and this guy named Connor Hobson was his full name, on the full name that he used on his username, and he appeared, and then he disappeared. Mm-hmm. And we didn't really notice. It was just a case of, oh well, look, somebody left. Fair enough. Because we were there as a trio, and obviously you play with 4 survivors and a killer. And then a few minutes later he came back, and we noticed this time, and he vanished again. And then we started joking about, why doesn't he love us? What have we done? This carried on all through the night, and this was a 5-hour stream, I want to say. Maybe it's 4.5. And he appeared right the way through until till just before we stopped streaming. So the first time we encountered him was something like 12:30 at night, and it was about 4:45 in the morning the last time we encountered him, and every time he ran away within seconds. So we had this joke, and we keep referencing it about bring back Connor. So I put together a little opening for one of our streams, just because I thought it'd be funny. And it's just, your typical X-Files, spooky music, typewriter keyboard, and it just briefly, in a very kayfabe way, explains where what's going on, and that we were looking for the chosen one, Connor. And that was just meant to be a joke. Then I got it into my head that maybe it's a little opening when I upload a video instead of